to Egypt? How would this boost tourism from the Chinese tourism that comes to Egypt?
Well, actually, Mr. Sharif Fathi, our Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, he held over there a series of media engagements with the representatives of Japan's largest news organizations, like, for example, Kyoto News Agency, like Asahi newspaper and television channels, and he also made a press conference. And those meetings that took place has been very important for the opening of that exhibition, and the discussion that has been held over there and the interviews has been, let's say, extraordinary and unique for Egypt, because we highlighted during that moment our museum and the opening of the gem. And we are offering over there a great elaboration with the Japanese in the archaeological field. And we have succeeded to send a message to Japan audience through various media platforms, and we have succeeded to make a worldwide invitation to come to Egypt and to experience our new museum, which is, let's say, a big hit, and we are expecting, of course, a big flow of tourism from Japan to Egypt through that interviews and meetings.
Yes. Dr. Sayegh, how would the Grand Egyptian Museum change the map of tourism? I don't mean change, add to the map of tourism in Egypt.
Well, it will add a lot to the country, because the project came in parallel with many other things. For example, the museum and the Great Pyramids became one unit. On the other side, we made the opening of the Sphinx Airport on the same side, which is the west of the Nile. So now you have hotels, Grand Museum with the pyramids, you have airport, you have the road going to Alexandria, which became very large and excellent infrastructure. On the other side, you can take your car and visit Saqqara, Dahshur, Memphis. So we have shifted tourism to that side in order that people can visit, let's say for a week, that zone. You can go from this accommodation, which will be, of course, 6th of October, the Egyptian city. You can spend 2 days to visit museum, pyramids, Dahshur, Saqqara, Memphis. Also, you can go to Wadi Natrun to visit the monasteries. You can go to Fayoum and spend a day for the pottery work, for the Lake Karun, for the temples, for the sightseeing. You can continue to the valley where you can find the whales, the Valley of the Whales over there, and Wadi Rayyan. Also, you can continue and visit Baharia and Farafra. You can go to Alexandria and make a tour. So that's a very strategic point, because from that point, you can go to a lot of other places which allow a tourism to spend 1 week in the zone.
Yes. You spoke of a very important point now, which is the situation or the location of the Grand Egyptian Museum being beside the pyramids and the Sphinx. And actually, there was renovation work that took place there, and new accesses and new roads. Give us an idea about the importance of this.
You talk about the work that has been
done. The work that
was
exerted by the state and the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities and the Ministry of Planning, and the roads that have been made, and making the area suitable for the opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum and for the influx of the tourists to the museum.
Well, actually, our Grand Museum that is located in Giza Pyramid is only 2 kilometers from the Giza Pyramid Complex. It's a strategic, of course, location, as we said, and a great opportunity. We created and we added, to facilitate the access to our gem and to improve the traffic flow in the surrounding area, several infrastructure projects that have been undertaken, like the new road networks. We made the construction of new roads and expansion of existing ones to connect the museum with major highways and urban centers. Also, we made interchanges and bridges, which is a development of interchanges and bridges to streamline traffic and to reduce the congestion near the museum.
Yes.
We also added public transportation to enhance let's say, the services, and we pushed a lot for the public transportation for the potential future of the metro extension and to provide convenience access for both locals and tourists.
Yes.
So these infrastructure improvements aim to ensure a seamless and enjoyable experience for all visitors to the Grand Egyptian Museum.
Yes. Dr. Sayegh, concerning the official opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum on the 3rd of July that we are expecting very soon, concerning the budget and concerning that several countries and several companies want to be sponsors for the opening. Also, we hear that the opening is going to take more than 10 days, I mean, 10 days the ceremony. It's not only it's not going to be inaugurated in only one day, but it may extend to 10 days or more. So give us some idea about this.
Of course. First of all, let's speak about that the Grand Museum Gem is scheduled for the July the 3rd, and for the preparation, we have an exhibition over there, a showcase of 100,000 artifacts. It will propose, of course, for the people the full collection of King Tutankhamun. A lot of work, and as you said, sponsors, like there is actually an international partnership, and we are working a lot with Japan International Cooperation Agency, which is the GICA. There is a corporate contributions. Several multinational corporations have contributed to the museum's development, providing financial support and expertise. We have also a big work for the inauguration. Of course, as you said, there is a multi-day celebration that will include gala events, and that, of course, will be exclusive previews for the sponsors, the international guests. Also, there will be cultural performances like traditional Egyptian music and dance performance to celebrate the nation's rich heritage. There will be also public festivities, so the community events and activities will be, let's say, very engaged with the local residents and the visitors. So these events will aim to celebrate that inauguration and Egypt's cultural legacy, and it will mark a significant milestone in the preservation and presentation of our ancient history.
Yes.
So that's like to resume it.
Yes. Also, we'd like to know from you, Dr. Sayegh, the steps and the facilities that the Ministry of the State of Egypt is providing in order to receive the large number of tourists that are going to come to Egypt during the grand inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum.
Okay. So actually, Egypt is preparing a lot through the airport, through the infrastructure, and the most important, of course, it will be the transportation access. That's one of the most important. And for the capacity, the museum is designed to accommodate a big number daily. We are talking about 4,000 visitors very easily to enter daily over there. For the facilities, we created spacious galleries. So the Gem boasts 12 expansive gallery. It's organized both chronologically and thematically. So it provides a big space to explore the artifacts. Also, to enhance the visitor experience, we offer a dining option, retail outlets, rest areas, and all of that to make it more easy. We pushed a lot with the technological integration. So the museum incorporate modern technology like the VR, the virtual reality experience, like the interactive exhibits. Also, we have the multimedia presentation, which is, of course, the usage of the state-of-art multimedia. We have educational and cultural programs like children's museum, workshop, and lectures. So these, let's say, comprehensive measures underscore the GEM's commitment to providing a world-class experience, accommodating large visitor numbers while preserving the integrity and accessibility of Egypt's rich cultural heritage.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Simon Sayegh, the tourism expert. I really had the pleasure to have this phone with you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'll be back with you.